Hi, we're Corey and Kawaja, and our presentation is on Mondelez and Oreo. Mondelez used to be called Kraft, but it became officially Mondelez in 2012. There's approximately 104,000 employees in the organization. Mondelez is split into 5 segments, which include Latin America, Asia Pacific, Eastern Europe, Middle East and Africa, Europe, and North America. Mondelez has a brand portfolio of 60 different brands, which are arranged into biscuits, chocolate, gum and candy, beverages, and cheese and grocery. Some of Mondelez's brands include Belvita, Chips Ahoy, Cadbury, Lacta, Milka, Toblerone, Chiclets, Halls, Stride, Trident, Philadelphia, and Oreo. Revenue in 2014 for Mondelez was $34.2 billion, and net income was $2.18 billion. The mission statement of Mondelez is, "Our dream is to create delicious moments of joy," and that's exactly what our tasty snacks do. They're that stolen moment just for you. The vision of Mondelez contains 7 key values, which are trust, act like owners, keep it simple, discuss, decide, deliver, tell it like it is, open and inclusive, and lead from the head and the heart. The slogan of Mondelez is, "Make today delicious." Oreo can be classified as biscuits or cookies. They are currently the world's best-selling biscuit or cookie. Some slogans for Oreo include Twist Lick Dunk, Wonder Filled, and Milk's favorite cookie. The Oreo cookie itself consists of 2 chocolate wafers with a cream filling in the middle. Oreo was introduced in March 1912 by the National Biscuit Company, which is now known as Nabisco. The target market for Oreo can be classified as children and their parents who buy them. However, Oreo has been redefining itself to engage adults that want to relive their childhood, creating a nostalgia factor in these adults. Oreo launched the Wonder Filled campaign in 2013 to target adults, beyond moms and children, to anyone who could use a reminder to see the world with the same sense of wonder that they had as kids. This campaign embraces core values: humor, imagination, socialness, and fun. During this campaign, Oreo created massive digital displays in Times Square during the 2013 holiday season. On these displays, there were images of a farmer handing Oreos to an alien, a big bad wolf gave one to 3 little pigs, and a knight passed an Oreo to a dragon. It can be shown that Oreo spends a large chunk of marketing budget on ads that apply to children as well. For the distribution of Mondelez, Mondelez has a strong distribution network which uses direct store delivery, company-owned satellite warehouses, distribution centers, and other facilities. They have 216 distribution networks worldwide. Intermediaries used by Mondelez include supermarket chains, wholesalers, supercenters, club stores, mass merchandisers, convenience stores, distributors, gas stations, drugstores, value stores, and other retail food outlets. Mondelez uses intensive distribution to reach as many people and locations as possible. This is possible because the Oreos can be stored in large quantities and they have a relatively long shelf life. If you try and purchase Oreo products online, Oreo will redirect you to retailers that sell the products, as they do not directly sell to the consumer. For the pricing of Mondelez, Mondelez uses profit maximization pricing objective. Mondelez emphasizes profits and return on investment. They have implemented a company restructuring program from 2014 to 2018 that's worth $3.5 billion, with hopes of generating at least $1.5 billion in savings by 2018. They believe that lower overheads and reducing accelerated supply chain costs will account for half of their savings alone. Mondelez uses cost-based pricing strategy, where fixed and variable costs that are taken into account when it comes to pricing. Prices are raised due to higher commodity costs, currency, and other market factors. When it comes to emerging markets, Mondelez uses price penetration strategy. This can be seen when Mondelez ventured into China and India, where prices were gradually raised so people would accept the product. For tactics, Mondelez uses adjusting packaging size and new product launches to increase sales with Oreo. For example, Oreo Thins to apply to healthier people and using smaller portion packages. For the promotion of Oreos, Mondelez is prepared to invest 50% of U.S. advertising budget on digital and 10% of the $200 million global spend on mobile by 2016. Oreo has been an active brand on internet and social media since 2012. For the 100th anniversary of Oreo in 2012, they launched a 100-day social media campaign. This began with a rainbow-filled Oreo for Gay Pride Week. It was a very bold statement from a well-known brand that created exposure for the campaign. However, Oreo did not plan on getting involved in political matters. In 2012, Oreo released an app called Twist, Lick, Dunk. Pickpock, the developer of the app, was able to market the game to its 40 million users. The game was a hit and it reached number 1 in 15 countries. The game even attracted P&G to advertise in the game. It essentially became an ad that sold other ads. In 2013, when there was a blackout at the Super Bowl, Oreo tweeted, "You can still dunk in the dark." This created instant exposure, and the tweet overshadowed Oreo's $4 million Super Bowl ad. However, Oreo mentioned that they signed up for a much bigger game that they weren't prepared to play. They released an unsuccessful video on Twitter regarding Google's self-driving car, and this shows that everything isn't always going to be a success. In April 2014, the Snack Hacks campaign showed other ways to eat Oreos, and chefs came up with recipes using Oreos as an ingredient. This was a successful campaign as it reached 80.6 million social media impressions. Mondelez will also sponsor organizations. For example, it became the official snacks of U.S. soccer, and this is now Mondelez's largest multi-brand program. It used hashtag #PassTheLove, and the purpose of this campaign was to utilize real-time content, adapted advertising, experiential events, and customer engagement.
Oreos is in its maturity stage, so it makes sense for it to release new products. However, some flavors are a bit too far-fetched, such as the watermelon flavor. As it is in the maturity stage, Oreos should basically focus on its existing products and try making it much healthier. Try releasing new products such as gluten-free, sugar-free, and low-fat options. Even if they want to branch out, they should stick to the basic flavors. They already are the number 1 cookie in the world. Another recommendation for Oreo is that even if they want new flavors in new markets, they should keep their prices low. This way, revenues will be higher even if the profit margin isn't as high as before. One thing you've got to give credit to Oreo about is the way they have advertised their cookies. Their consistency in quality just helps them maintain a healthy image in front of their consumers. Lastly, I would recommend them to fully research the market they plan to invest into so they can ensure that the local customer likes the product, hence leading into more sales.